All right, CJ Math students, so this part 2 video is both the end of your notes and kind of the intro to your homework. So you're going to want to finish this video, but also anything that I don't finish is your homework. So it's going to say find the answer for the exercises below in the code key. So this area right here, notice the letter next to it. Print this in the box at the bottom of the page that contains the exercise number. Keep working and you'll discover the answer to the title question, which is what is unusual about a new surgeon doll. All right, so first of all, they give you this angle right here that's 135 degrees. The easiest angle to figure out right away would be angle 1, to say, oh, I know that that's supplementary with 135. So 180 minus 135 gives you your leftover of 45 degrees. So angle 1 is 45 degrees. Now we can just go ahead and work vertical, corresponding, alternate interior, all that stuff into this. So 135, 3 is also 135. So you can put angle 3 is 135. Angle 4, because it's alternate interior, is also 135. 135. All right. Angle 2, because it's vertical with angle 1, is 45 degrees. So you put 45. Angle 5, because it's alternate interior with 2, is 45 degrees. So you put 45. Angle 6, because it's vertical with 5, is 45 degrees. Notice they don't ask you for angle 7, but you could assume that it's 135 degrees. So now that we have those measurements, we're going to look at our code key. So anytime we see 1 or 2, we're going to put a 135, which is the letter I. So down here, when I see 2, I put an I. When I see 1, I put an I. Let's scroll back up. All right, so angle 2 is 45 degrees, so E. On 3, I will put E. Let's go down here, find 3, I put E. Scroll back up. All right, on 4, I'll put 45, which is also E. Sorry, angle 6 we said was 45 degrees. So on 4, 5, and 6, I will put the letter E, because they're all 45 degrees. So 4, 5, and 6. So there's 5, there's 4, and there's 6. Okay, good. All right, the next part. So in the second figure, find all these other angles. So if this is 70, we can use vertical angles to say, hey, angle 3 is 70. We can use alternate interior to say angle 4 is 70 degrees. And we can use vertical to say angle 7 is 70 degrees. So let's mark all the ones we know. We know angle 7, we know angle 4, which they don't ask us about, and we know angle 3, which they ask us about. Now for all the other angles, we can just do 180 minus 70. I gave you 110. So angle 1 is 110 because it's supplementary with this 70 degree angle. Angle 2 is therefore 110 because it's vertical with 1. Angle 6 is 110 because it's corresponding with angle 2, or alternate interior with 1. And angle 5 is 110 because it's vertical with 6, corresponding with 1, or alternate exterior with 2. All right, so they asked us for angle 1, which is 110, angle 6, which was 110, angle 5, which was 110, and angle 2, which was 110. So anytime I see it 110, which is a T, so on 7, 8, 9, and 12, I will put T. So 7, 8, 9, and 12, T. Okay, and then on 10 and 11, I'll put 7 degrees, which is S. So on 10 and 11, I'll put S. 10 and 11. Right. Now this one is interesting because we have to use the idea of a couple of things. We can use our idea of triangles. We can use also our ideas of alternate interior and exterior angles. So let's first use the idea of triangles. Or actually supplementary angles. So notice that these two are supplementary right here, angle 5 and this 125. So 180 minus 125 should give you 55 degrees. So angle 5 is 55 degrees. So angle 5 is 55. Now you can also use this alternate interior to say that, hey, if angle 5 is 55, look at what's alternate interior with it. Angle 2 has to be 55 degrees. Alternate interior, right? So angle 2, 55 degrees. All right. Now from here, we actually have to do something that seems a little bit interesting, is that we have to say that, hey, these three angles have to add up to that 180 because of that straight line right there. And since I have 40 and 55, I can figure out the last angle by saying 180 minus 40 minus 55. And we'll get that last angle equal to 85. So angle 1 is equal to 85 degrees. I know that's kind of confusing, but angle 1, 85 degrees. We have this straight line. Straight lines add up to 180. We had 40 degrees. We had 55 degrees. So we subtracted those two from 180 to give 85 degrees. And lastly, for this 3 and 4, well, the 4 now, I have two angles of my triangle. So for this angle 4, I can do 180 minus 85 minus 55 and get what angle 4 is, and that's 40 degrees. Because 55, 85, and 40, they're inside the triangle, they have to add up to 180. And then here, again, we just have this supplementary relationship. So if this is 40 degrees, then angle 3 has to be 140 degrees, because 140 plus 40 is 180. So angle 3 was 140, angle 4 was 40. All right, let's go ahead and write those down. So 13 will be N, 13 is N. 14, 140 will be P, 14 will be P. 15 will be 55, which is A. So 15 and 16 will be A. And then lastly 17 will be 85, which is B, 17, B. All right. This last section, we can figure it out. Angle 2 should be easy. It's a vertical connection with 115. So angle 2 is also equal to 115 because it was vertical with that one. So we can say 115 right there. Interestingly enough, we could use alternate interior angles and say, all right, if this is equal to 115, then this outside is 115. And then we can actually do what the inside is worth. So this inside right here is just going to be 180 minus 115. In that case, that's going to be 65. So this is 65. And then you might be able to understand that the opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. So if 2 is 115, then 3 is 115. And if 4 is 65, then 1 is 65. So 65 and 115. Oops, sorry about that. And so when I am able to scroll back, sorry about that. So when I'm able to scroll back, we see that we have 115, 115, and we're able to fill in these remaining empties with those measurements. Okay, that's the end of part 2. The second part will be your homework.